What do you say about being a butterfly?
Underground, overground, a wambling free, went the song. But then, of course, there's the tube stations in London, and there's even a new breed of mosquito which has evolved in a subterranean environment. Some UFO and paranormal enthusiasts insist that alien bases and lost civilizations are hidden in deep caverns of our planet, and that all manner of secret military installations with terrifying weaponry and sci-fi style flying machines are all lurking away down there. Many people think the underground is a modern type of dance music, such as drum and bass, hip-hop or house, but let me tell you what the term means to me. It is a vast worldwide network of creative people and their creations. The underground, for many of us, is the ever-growing, ever-changing world of small, truly independent record companies, of cassette labels, of fanzines and the small press, of DJs on non-mainstream radio stations, and all the millions of musicians, writers, artists and people who buy and trade in the merchandise available via this incredible network. All of this brings me to an underground tape and CD label that is probably the biggest in the world, with around 400 releases to date and a regular newsletter for contacts at home and abroad. Mick Magic has run the Music and Elsewhere label from his home in Frimley for over 10 years now, and he really is one of the best known names in the underground on a worldwide level. All of his releases are on Chrome tape, and he publishes a chart of bestsellers, which is great for keeping tabs on how your music is doing and for influencing A&R bods and music promoters too. First of all, I asked Mick what the underground is.
Oh, it's a rather loaded question, isn't it? I'd really say it's a complete global community that have taken sort of creativity under their own control. You know, be it setting up their own labels, doing their own zines, making their own music. It's basically sort of like a microcosm of the music industry.
So how did Mick get involved?
Pure fluke, to be honest. It's just, there was a magazine called The Organ, which I dare say you remember.
Yeah, I do, yeah.
It's just a friend sort of said, oh, you know, bung them a tape of what you're doing, they'll like it. So I did, and they did. And we got a bit of feedback from that, and people started sending me flyers. So I thought, oh, let's write off and see what these people do then. And before I knew it, there was this massive global underground out there.
Well, all the way from Nordic Finland, that was Corporal Cauliflower, which I believe translates as Corporal Cauliflower, with a track called Tama Suda on Kualut. But what sorts of music does Mick Magic have on his label? And what sort of arrangements does he make with the bands?
No arrangements, really. I mean, it works pretty much on a trust basis. You know, the general idea is just that, you know, we promote, we send them bits and bobs, help answer their questions if we can. No money changes hands, of course.
Got out, hit the road at dawn's first red crack. Full tank, saddlebags, leathers on my back.
Well, we've been to Finland, but now all the way from the US of A, that was Mr. Colorado T. Sky, who, apart from being a biker poet of some renown, is also the leader of the Highway Poets Motorcycle Club. And amazing stuff, I think. And that's from his album, a cassette album, which is called Howl at the Moon Till the Moon Howls Back. The underground sound has many different aspects to it, but how does Mick Magic categorize it all?
Musically, you know, it's a scope. It's hard really to sort of say underground is a type of music. Specifically, I'd say it's really anything non-commercial. So that could be sort of gothic, psychedelic, space, electronic, avant-garde. You name it.
Well, there's plenty of scope there.
Yeah, it certainly is, yeah.
Stream Angel there, a musician who certainly has a lot of scope to his music. That was a track from his album Thegavathi. Now Stream actually runs a tape label himself called Other Seed Cassettes. And now back to Mick. Are there advantages to being on such a label?
Well, certainly, yeah. But, I mean, mainly communication. because, I mean, instantly you're in touch with hundreds of other people via us. Well, not actually directly via, we encourage people to sort of do the writing themselves. But it's communication, really, that's what it comes down to. It actually gives you a potential audience, more feedback than you ever knew what to do with. I think it's great for bands' confidence, certainly.
What publications go out to people on Mick's mailing list?
Well, yeah, we do a number. There's the M&E News, which is just like general reviews, tidbits about zines and whatever else we find out that could be of interest. That tends to be written in a very light-hearted and amusing style and make it a bit of a good read for customers as well. Also, we do the specialised publications and info for the bands, which is really just a directory format stuff, but with a lot more information.
Sinister Dexter with a snake and your car. So what is Mick Magic's favourite underground music?
Well, I'm very keen on a band called The Witches. Anglo-Polish, sort of Pagan, Gothic-y, folky type. Sleepy people who I absolutely love to pieces, one of the most innovative bands around at the moment. I bet you're praying I'm going to say Steve Andrews.
Yeah. It would be nice, but...
I'll lie if you want.
It's okay, Mick. Okay, well, it's been great talking to you, and I'll probably be in touch again shortly.
Okay, then, mate.
Thank you. Bye, then.
Take care, then. Cheers.